know that what is the e-ballot? As previously I said, e-ballot is a online voting system. What the thing, why we choose this project means sometimes now you can know that in Tamil Nadu, what they did means the local election, but during this Corona issue, they did not conduct the election. To overcome that, we create this project. It is e-ballot. We don't need to go stand in a queue and we don't wait for hours. So just we simply sit in our area. We can put our vote. And the thing is, data will be more secure, like Aadhaar numbers, email ID, passwords, your personal data will be more secure. For this project, what it means, we did not put that Aadhaar ID for the demo purpose. What and another thing is the users who are going to access this means the election commission. The election commission is nothing but those who are going to conduct the election. And another one thing is nominees. You already know this who's the nominees and the voters. And after that, let me explain what are the duties of these three users. First of all, we are going to see about the election commission. Actually, we already know that what the election commission did means they come and they only decide when the election to be start. They only going to access all the things related to the election. You know that the news is about election. They are going to decide who is the nominees and who are the voters. They only send the voters list to the users, and they create the dates when the election going to be conduct, what is the timing duration of the election. Like that, the election commission team only going to be take care of that. This is the duties of the election commission. And after that, nominees and the voter duties, both of them are literally same, but the difference is nominees can be able to create a profile in this e-ballot. The things like here personal records, what are the pledge we are going to do to their voters, and like that what he will do after winning the election. Like that he can create a blog, and he also able to register their vote. These are the duties of their election commissions and nominees and voter duties. And then if you know the technology, what user technologies, Express, you already know that node mailer to send a mail. The node mailer why you are using means to send a OTP and a forgot password, that the things. And once the nominees created the blog, it automatically give an intimation to all the voters regarding this blog. Like we see in Attorney forum, once the Attorney post their any other post in their website, all of the users like for batch students always get the intimation regarding that post. Like that only, whenever the nominees create a post, it automatically intimate to the voters. And then Multer, we know that we to the Excel file to store the Excel file and images on that, and JS to encrypt the data's passwords, like that, and JSON web token for the authentication, and the Mongoose for the database connection. Actually, what the thing is, my teammate Nagarjuna took care of the TSQL. I take care of the MongoDB. Unfortunately, he did not perform the project, so that we skipped the TSQL part and we're doing the Mongoose part. What is the next version? That means the future of the updation of this version once it is completed means what are the version means. For now, what I think is we can able to view only the voter list. The election commission team only can able to see the voters who they registered their vote, and they did not able to download their list. For that, on the next version, we are going to add this feature. Like mean, once the election has been completed, the election commission can able to download the election list to those who guys are registered their vote, those who did not register vote, like separately they can able to download in the Excel format. And the another one thing is the adding the what the thing is in election commission, definitely the single person does not able to handle all the things in the election during the election part. So that what the thing is in the election commission, that is a person, what thing is they can add their users, they add their fellows to their part. For example, if they took the one person, he will take care of only the news part. He can't and for a blog he gave a separate part. Like that only they are adding the persons. And at that time, what the thing election commission should give a permission to that user. For example, if the put the person in the news section means he can able to access only the news section. He can't able to access the other part like that blogs, and then some extra activities are related to the version. So these are our project related things. These are and another you can see that next question. These are future related things. This is our the full project session of the e-ballot website. You can see already show these are the features. What is this the thing? These are the list of features we are using now. Current version in the e-ballot. That means sign up feature and the email things. That email for you can see that they're sending the voters username and password to the voters. Why we can use the means the voters did not able to sign up. Only the election commission team only can able to sign up, and after that only they can able to push. They can upload the Excel file in who they are the nominees, who are their voters, like that. And the blocks means you can. It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing to show their thoughts regarding this through the blogs and the news section and the election. Election they should contains the adding create election and send the election date through email. These are the features we are using the current position, and you can see these are our endpoints we are using currently. Let me explain the how this code works in the reality. Once again, I will close all these tabs. We deploy our project in the Heroku. So, so what the thing is, we have splitted this e-ballot. We are using the MongoDB so that for the sign up thing, the only the election commission team going to be sign up. For that, they have created one separate table for user table. You can see it. These are the details which is mandatory to give for to create a sign up to give a sign up. For example, the name and the company name. The company name we can use this in some organization like academy organization or school organizations like that. And then the email should be and the address and phone number and the password. These are the required mandatory information to store in the database. Once I click the send, so what the thing is, it will show the token. It generates the token. Using this authentication, we generate the token. It takes some bit of time because we are deploying the code in Heroku, so that it takes some bit of time. Now you can see that once the token is successfully created, it shows successfully user data is added in the created token. If you can see here. Okay, let me get that. If you copy the post and I get a environment variable here, the token is the variable. I am passing this the token. Now what the thing is, once the thing has been completed, once we register, we move to the OTP page. In that page, the user want to verify this is their account or not. For example, in case he did not register, verify their account, he simply moved to the election page. What the thing is, here we call authentication and token. He created, now we don't care about this. For example, if you create the post means, it will throw the message like first verify your account, like that. Once the OTP page will be successful, then only you can able to create the attendance, create the election blocks like that. For example, if I create that means I will get the message through email. I will get the OTP in email. Wait a minute, I will show it to you. Once again. Oh, sorry. Now you can see here OTP to confirm. This is our OTP. We want to copy this OTP, and if we paste in body section, this is the OTP. If we paste this OTP, we are sending this OTP. Whether this OTP is valid or not, it will check that OTP. If the OTP is correct means it will throw the message like the OTP is completed, or otherwise it's invalid means it throws an error message like OTP is invalid. Like that it will throw an message. So what's happened? Yeah. Now you can see the OTP is correct. This is the message. Once the OTP is correct means it will throws a message like OTP is correct. Uh, once the OTP is once the OTP is correct, next step is we want to create an election. Once the election is being created, after that only you can be able to upload the nominees and voters in Excel file. Other than that, you can't be able to upload the file. For that, for the election, we want to pass that token header. After that, we want to enter that election name should be unique. Election should be unique. The election date. When will the election going to be start and the election timing, start time and time. For example, we have the current election we have in the morning 9 to evening 6 o'clock. This is the duration of the election. Like that, we want to set the time. At that time, in between the time only, the link will be open. Otherwise, after once the time has been should show the error like that. Link is been expired. The election date must be in future date. For example, if I took the election at 10, that means yesterday is the date 10. If you click the send means what the thing is, choose the future date. Like that message it will throw. You can see here, choose the future date for election. The election date should be only in future. For that, I make the date 12 and start time should be, I make this timing as an railway format. I mean 024, not 12 for 12 hours format. I make this a 24 hours format. Once you can see here, the elections table has been created. Now, what the thing is for other purposes, what you can do means you want to copy this ID, you want to pass this as a params. For the thing is, this is the pass this election ID to the params and to upload the nominees and the voters list. I uploaded this through the Multer. For that, what I make is I will upload into Excel file. This is my Excel file. These are the things I'm going to upload. What the thing is in the Excel file, definitely the name should be contained, the name of the nominee or the voter or the email and the address. What is the address? The phone number should be unique. The email ID and the phone number should be unique. And then after the date of birth and after the type, whether this user is a nominee or a voter. Depending on that only, they are differentiate their process for that. You can see here I uploaded mentioned they have two nominees and the two voters. What the thing is I uploaded file uploader and send it. So I uploaded these are going to be registered in our database in a separate table. It's uploading. Now we can see the file names are uploaded. One second, I will show you the details in data DB. For that, if the user is a nominee means he has the permission to create a profile starting from the voters, because the voters can able to search the who is the nominee. Definitely the voters want to know that what are the previous data about the nominee. For that user we are creating the separate profile. Now you can see his this is now all the things has been uploaded in the database. Now you can see there is a is first. You can see is first equal to true. Why that means still he did not log in. For this purpose, if the is true is first is true means this is the first time he's going to be login. Again he's going to be create we send the OTP for the verification purpose for the first time only. Now the user has been uploaded. After that, what the thing is, the election commission team is, you want to create a news regarding this election. For that, we take a title and the content, the JSON format. But the title is news for election, the content is check for the election. This is the news for the thing for the election. We can able to change those things. For now, we did not use any images for this purpose. In future period, what we can do is, for the content, we can have option like upload the videos or upload the image in future version. For now itself, we are using the title and the content. Yeah. Now you can see the news created successfully. So we refer, now we can able to see here news table has been created. Yeah, now you can see the news for election. The news is created. In this, we can show that election ID and the user. User is who created this news, and the election ID is this news is related to which election. Because in USA they have many elections they conduct. For that reason, they have used the election ID as a foreign key. And then they create a block. The election commission and nominees, they both of them have permission to create a blocks for that. So for the other thing, we can pass the election ID as a parameter, because this block is want to know that which is related to the which election. For that, what we can do for this, the title is a new block and the content we are passing. They're passing. Now we can see the block has been created successfully. This is our block ID. We are passing the once the block has been created, block has in the three permission, means we can able to upload the block or delete the block like that. If we know that upload means if you're uploading the blocks, before that I will show you that in database the block is either uploaded or not. We can see the blog title is new. The blog is has uploaded into the store the database. Now we if we show you the how to change the database. Now the blog is changed, but now once the creator has been blocked, we want to change the content of the blog. In some cases, if we misspelled there some words or we missed some contents in the blog, for that reason in future if we update the blog means we want to change the same content. I mean title and the content we want to pass the same thing. Yeah, now you can see the blog is updated. Now the title and definitely the updated blog will be the title of the blog. Yeah. Now we can see the blog has been updated successfully. Now we can see the title and the content should be changed. And after that, once the blog has been created, we are going to give a comments. If the election commission is created the blog means the voters or users want to show tell their thoughts. For that reason, we are use the comment section for the blogs. In the comment section, we want to pass the blog ID, and after that, we want to simply comment with the single part. There is no use of that. We want to use the single comment is sending the comment. So for that blog, we send the comment like blog is nice. Now we can see the comment is these are stored in the database. Comment in the center. Okay, leave that if you take. So once the command has been created, we can't able to update the command. Instead of that, we can only option is we can able to delete the command. Like we saw in the Facebook. In Facebook, we can't able to update the comment. We can able to create a comment or delete the comment. For that, this is the thing. And after that, for the users can be able to register the like button. If if they like that post means you click the like button. For that, we did not pass anything on that. What it is, we see, simply pausing that the link only from the authentic from the token itself. They are grasping their user ID, all the things. Now you can see your blog is liked. So what the thing is, I did not mention the dislike button. Instead of that, what the thing is, once the user liked that post means he want, if they did not like it, unfortunately he clicked the like button, but unfortunately he did not want to like that post. So he want to remove that like button. Again he want to click that button means it will automatically remove that like button from the post. Now you can see you removed the previous like this blog. So this is the part for the election commission. This is the part for now we want to use. For that, now users want to like log in for the, for example, the nominees or the voters want to log in. We have a username. Here we want to pass the username. For that, what the thing is, the default password for every user, the default password is their phone number. For example, if you are taking this first name, first email ID, he's a nominee. So what the thing is, I am taking his email ID and afterwards his phone number is a password, a default password. He can't yeah, you can see this is his this user's password. So once they submit their token, they will get the token. If you want to pass the token, then only you can able to access the OTP. So he will send this OTP and you want to send us through mail. Wait, yeah. Now you can see me. See now you can see this. The OTP will send through mail. To the mail using 261 and 573 is the OTP. For that, want to again you want to go to the OTP page. Here you want to change that. For that 261573 261573. Yeah. Now you can see this the OTP is created. The nominee should have only permission to create the profile and the blog and register their voter. For once the OTP is completed, he wants to go to the profile page and he wants to update their profile. Like profile details, the name and the company, the name and the email. The company name should be default. The name, email, and phone number. These things are being default mandatory. The same he can't able to upload the changes. The email Akshay when you transfer, like this, he can't able to upload. The only thing is he can able to update the education, address, description, records, and page. These are the things he can able to update. Yeah, your details are updated successfully. Now you can see that all these things are being stored in our DB. For example, if you try to change the email address, if you try to change the email address, even now you can throw a message like restricted to change the email address. Like this message, it will throw for the profile. So once the profile part is completed, he also has the permission to create a blog regarding them. The same thing you are changing to new nominee. I will do my effort. This is my content of the blog. For example, if you are taking means what the thing is, if you are pausing this content, yeah. What the thing is now this is maybe from that. Now what the thing is now the nominee has been created the blog so that the definitely the user for that now the voters will receive their blog. Wait. Oh, he see the blog.
Akshay, your session
Uh,
is about to end in about 8 minutes, so plan accordingly.
yeah, okay, sir. Okay. So then the user, so the thing is he'll get the information through mail. This is the procedure for this is the for the nominee. So that the same thing for the voters also. Another than that means he want to register their vote. So this is the voting section. Here, what they means the voters or the nominees should register their vote through the website. For that, we are passing that election ID and the nominees in the parameter. So simply, if the nominee, if you are sending the nominee ID, for example, if I are getting this nominee ID, is login. We are sending nominee
Is it over?
ID. Sir?
Uh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That, yeah, what? Well, thing is the live site so that it takes time to load. You got to get the ID of the nominee.
Right.
We want the nominee side, then only we can able to register their vote.
Mhm.
So now after that means if the another one that the users that means the election commission have the permission to delete the elections election ID election. So once the election has been deleted, all the blogs, all the related to the election blogs, news, and the nominees and the voters, all the data should be deleted because it is related to the that election. So all the things has been deleted. It's all automatically deleted. For example, if the your nominee ID is wrong, means what the thing is, it will throw a error message like that your nominee ID is invalid. Like that, it will throws an error message. If the nominee ID is should be sorry, before that it check for the election. The election is started or not. Once the election is compare the time and the date. If the election does not get started, it will intimate. It will intimate like this. If the election is does not started, like that it will intimate you. If the election is ended, if the election is ended means if you are up once the election is ended, you are again you want to click that link means what will the throw means your election ID is invalid. Like that it will throws an error message. So for that we can't for this is the part of the voters list, and then I will show you that if the election ID is